G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome to the second episode of our Arsenal Career Mode series for FIFA 20. First of all, I would like to say a massive thank you to everybody for their show of support really for episode number 1. I am honestly so excited for this series and I was happy to see you guys are reciprocating those feelings. If for some reason you missed out on seeing episode number 1, definitely go back and watch it. It was a great episode and a great introduction into the series, but now we really are going to ramp things up. Definitely going to be making a longer episode than 12 minutes as well. Apologies for that, but we are here halfway through July. I do plan on doing some transfer business in this episode and then hopefully getting to play the first game of the Premier League season away against Newcastle, potentially even getting in this Burnley game. We'll have to see how much business we end up doing. But if you guys do go on to enjoy today's episode of the Arsenal Career Mode series, make sure you leave a like on the video. And if you are new around here, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below for FIFA content on the daily. But without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Gonna start things off with a training session here. I was happy to see that you guys were pretty on board with the players I chose. You told me to make sure I rotate a lot of the young players around, so I'll make sure to do that. For this session, I'm going to keep the same players. Smith Rowe going up to a 66 rating there, which is nice. And I am going to go ahead and try signing John Stones from Manchester City here. We spoke about it last episode. A lot of you guys were keen. Some of you guys told me to go for other options, but I want to bring in a solid English centre-back here. So let's see if we can get the business to happen. £27 million is his current value. I'm going to start off by saying £33 million. Let's see what Pep Guardiola says. He says 35.6. Yeah, I'm going to accept that. £35.6 million for John Stones is fantastic. So straight away, we're going to put in a delegation of the wages right now. I'm going to say 130,000 a week. John Stones could very quickly and very soon become an Arsenal player. Transfer offer here, another one for Nacho Monreal. We're trying to sell him. It's another Spanish club coming in Bilbao. 4.6 million. I'll accept it, but I mean, I'm not holding my breath. Let's go! John Stones accepts our contract offer. The Englishman will be joining us, and we have some serious pressure now on the defense. Our defense needs to shape up. John Stones is going to walk into this starting lineup, signing from the champions Manchester City. John Stones, mate, welcome to Arsenal. So here it is. Here is the cutscene. We have signed John Stones from Manchester City for £35.6 million. This guy is going to provide us such an edge in the defense now. David Luiz, Socrates, Mustafi, you guys should all be worried now. And now a transfer offer from Inter Milan for Granit Xhaka. I know he's not like the most highly rated player by a lot of Arsenal fans, especially this season, but he's a valuable player to have in the squad in my opinion. I'm going to reject that offer and keep him at the Emirates. Well, imagine my surprise. Nacho Monreal has finally departed the club off to Valencia for £4.4 million. Transfer offer from Roma for Kolasinac, but the Bosnian left back will be staying here. He's such a handy player to have. He's better rated than Tierney as well, but I'm going to be starting Tierney over him, but definitely going to be giving Kolasinac a decent amount of game time. At least enough game time to justify keeping him in the club. So after looking through our squad a little bit, I realized we are very light when it comes to strikers. We've got Lacazette and Aubameyang, and I plan on playing them up front together, but what if one of them gets injured? We'll have virtually nobody decent. So I've gone in and scouted a few younger players that have decent potential, but aren't like the most well-known players in the world. Like, they're not the Moise Keanes and those sorts of players where they're wonder kids in terms of strikers. They're players that are probably going to turn out to be decent, but will have to develop slightly. So there's a few players here. Plato really stands out, Cunha as well, Malian. There's a lot of players I'm very interested on this list. I am going to go in for Javier Plato, however, from Espanyol. He's got a £14.9 million release clause, but I'm not going to activate it. We're going to try getting him on a pretty cheap price. We should be able to. We'll have a lot of transfer budget left over after getting one of these guys as well, hopefully. So 6.5 base value. We're going to say £7 million here. Espanyol says 7 million plus a sell-on clause. Not a fucking chance, mate. £7 million. 8.6. Let's go back and say, not 98, let's say £7.6 million for Plato, and they accept that. So in terms of wages, he's on 15.5 a week at Espanyol. We're going to say 25 to 50, anywhere in there is fine really, and we might have a new young striker into the club sooner rather than later. There we go, Javier Plato accepts the contract here. He could be a fantastic player for us, he could be an absolute flop, but he's worth the risk in my opinion, worth the gamble. Let's see if Javier Plato can become one of the world's best strikers and serve as a decent backup for us. Javier Plato, a bit of a signing out of left field, I must admit, but I'm hopeful he's going to be fantastic for us. 73 rated, 21 years of age. He's got great potential, a backup striker with raw potential. FC Porto launching an attack to sign Hector Bellerin. That's a no from me. We're keeping Dua Lipa's brother in the club. £21.2 million is decent, but I want to give Bellerin a shot to re-earn his stripes. Alright, so ahead of the game against Newcastle, we're going to have our first press conference as Arsenal boss. Let's see what sort of questions are dished up by the media. Of course, this is a new feature in FIFA 20. Arsenal's excellent run of form in pre-season has put fans in a state of constant euphoria since your appointment. How does the pre-season impact the squad ahead of their first competitive game? The lads should be focused on winning. We have a lot of quality in the side. We're working hard every day. Let's say the lads should be focused on winning. I picked the side of winners, so that should be reflected in the results. Yes, it should. I hope so. Can the team handle the pressure to qualify for the Champions League? Ooh, the pressure is on. Qualifying is essential. It's well within our reach. I'm going to say it's well within our reach. Zaha's acquisition from Palace. Fans are eagerly awaiting to see him grace the field. What do you expect from his debut against Newcastle? He'll prove he's the right... No, I don't want to put that much pressure on him, do I? He'll be good. He'll be good for the team. He'll be good for the team, which is true. And that's the end of our first press conference as Arsenal manager. But here we go, travelling up north to St. James's Park for the first game of our Arsenal reign. It's a tough task as we take on Newcastle United. I'm actually so interested for this game here because I've played a few games of FIFA 20, but I haven't played any with this Arsenal side. And I've really struggled with the gameplay so far in the games I have played on Ultimate Team and in the rebuild I did for the main channel. So this is going to be quite a tough task. I feel like we're either going to get beaten 4-0 or win 4-0. There's going to be no middle ground in this game. But here we go. Here is a look at the Newcastle United side. Carl Darlow in between the sticks. DeAndre Yedlin, Dummett, Fabian Schär. They signed Nathan Ake. That's a big signing. Sean Longstaff, both Longstaffs in the starting lineup. Dwight Gale and Muto. That's not too bad of a side. That's a big pickup though for Ake. And our starting lineup for our first time in charge of Arsenal is as follows. Of course, Bernd Leno out for the start of the season after picking up a slight little injury in pre-season. Martinez starting in the goals for us. Zaha and Stones both making their debuts here. I guess Pepe technically would be as well, but I am so excited to see how this squad goes together. Good stuff from Torreira to win the midfield ball. Lacazette's pushing up though. Aubameyang. Over the top to Lacazette. Only just getting it off. We need some support though. Where's Zaha? Wilf. Going there. Torreira. Still. It falls to Aubameyang. It's a rocket of a shot. But it's unfortunately straight at Darlow. We do have the throw in though as we go to Aubameyang. Aubameyang to Torreira. Lacazette. Going. Özil. That's a terrible finish. Off the left foot. Oh my god, we should have got that on target. You've got to do better than that. We've had a lot of the quality possession here. We're not doing anything with it yet though. Pepe is going to lay that one down the line to Bellerin. Bellerin, beautiful ball. We get the follow-up here as Bayerin's going to go to Özil. Özil's going to go to Torreira. Torreira! The shooting in this game is so damn hard. Look at that. We scooped that shot like a goddamn ice cream scoop. Wilfried Zaha on the attack. Zaha is going to Lacazette. I see Özil, but I'm going to keep going with Aubameyang. Aubameyang holding the ball up. Going to Pepe. Aubameyang blocked. Follow up again. It's in the back of the net. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang giving us our first goal as Arsenal manager. That ball seemed like it was in the air forever. I thought it was going a country mile wide, but deflections helping us. We've honestly been fantastic in this opening half an hour. We've had all of the opportunities, all of the possession, and finally we get a goal to reward it. Well, that's Aubameyang going here to Lacazette. I see the overlapping run from Mesut Özil. Özil, oh, good touch. Getting a pass, Dummett. He's going to hold it up. He's going to pass it to Aubameyang. Nah, don't tell me he's put that one over the crossbar. Oh my God, we have skied it. That goal was easier to score than miss. And we've somehow missed it. Right. They're on the attack here, Newcastle. They've showed nothing all game long. Don't start now. Martinez! What? Martinez? What was that from the goalkeeper? He's come out to meet it, overshot the mark, and tried swatting it away. What? What is that? Are you fucking kidding me? Nah. What in the world was that from Martinez? That wasn't even an opportunity. He should have caught it or at least punched. What? All right, we're going to make a substitution here. Mesut Özil coming off. Dani Ceballos off the bench for the final 5 minutes here. Can he provide an attacking spark and get us the win? Jolinton on the attack here for Newcastle. What a block! Socrates with an incredible block there. I was about to say we're gone behind, but that was a fantastic piece of defending there from the Greek. He's honestly been incredible for us in this game. And we might be in here. Pepe! Oh, mate. And well, there it is, lads. That is full time. Somehow Newcastle come away with a point in that game. We dominated. Absolutely dominated. I still do not know what in the world Martinez was doing there. Please, Martinez, do not make that a regular occurrence. That was some terrible goalkeeping. I can't take any blame for that because that was a routine catch. So we're going to do a post-match interview here. Haven't done one of these before either, so I'm interested to see what is said and what questions are asked. Here we go. So, post-match at St. James's Park. What questions are we getting? Is the draw in your debut at Arsenal a good enough result please you? No, it's not. I'm going to say expect more focus because if Martinez was more focused, I think he catches that pass. Zaha put in a great performance. What do you make of such a strong debut? He can offer us more. It's clear to see why I brought him in. That's what I would say. Stones has put in a great performance. What did you make of such a strong debut? The exact same answers. Yeah, same thing really, isn't it? And that's the post-match interview. Pretty generic to be fair. Alright, so Puedo comes in for his first training session here. Smith Rowe, Nelson, Guendouzi, Puedo, and Maitland-Niles. A lot of stats going up, but no overall. But lads, that is where I'm going to conclude today's episode ahead of our home debut against Burnley. And one thing I want to know from you guys, we have about 2.5 weeks or 2 weeks left in the window. We've got £36 million. What business should we be doing? I mean, this is our squad right now, our side. I'll go through it all for you guys. Do we go ahead and get some more rotational players in? Do we try selling someone in the starting 11 and going for another quality player? That's what I want to know from you guys in the comment section down below. But if you guys did enjoy today's episode of the Arsenal Career Mode series, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. But I will see you tomorrow for the next episode. It has been JarradHD here. I am out. Peace.